Okay, I have a 1 pound bag of black eyed peas. So you want to open them, and you need to sort what they do called salting the peas. So you're going to be looking for any bad peas, broken peas, and taking them out. And as you can see, the peas are very tiny right now. Okay, by the time this is soaked, because you're going to soak it for probably about 6 hours, by the time this is soaked, they're going to be like twice the size. Sometimes there's rocks in here, and you definitely want to get those out because those are not a good taste. This seems to be like a pretty good bag. Do something like that, take it out. They say that black eyed peas is supposed to be a symbol of good luck for New Year's Day. I don't know about that. This is the first time I've actually tried making it on New Year's Day. I don't know if that's truth or superstition or what, but we like following tradition this year, so I want a good year for 2024. Okay, so the container is like half full. So we're just going to let this soak overnight, and I'll show you what it looks like in the morning. Okay, so this is the next morning, and the beans have been soaking all night, and they are a little bit bigger. So I'm going to rinse this water out. Even if you don't soak your beans, you can still make black eyed peas, because what you can do is boil them for, do a hard boil, and then set them aside for an hour. And they say that has the same effect as soaking them for 8 hours. So I'm going to rinse this water out, because they say a lot of gases get released in this water. I don't know if it's true or not, but you're not going to cook the beans in the same water that we soaked them in. That's the bottom line. So I'm going to use a colander since the butter range. Okay, so let me get my pressure cooker pot. Okay, so I'm going to put some seasonings in it now. And I have some thyme, some adobo, some Slap Your Mama seasoning, which is just hot peppers, salt and pepper, red pepper, black pepper, and garlic. And I got some cayenne pepper because we like hot food. And then I have some cumin. I'm not going to put any salt in it because the ham bone, and the ham I'm going to put in there might have some. We'll probably have some salt in it though. We can taste it afterwards and see if it needs any more. So, for the cumin, I'll put about that much in there. Actually, I'll put a little bit more. the adobo seasoning with pepper. I guess this is about a tablespoon I'm going to put in there. I'm not going to put the Sapele Umami in my hands because the pepper is the red pepper. So just put that much, I guess about a teaspoon. The thyme, I like thyme in this. I guess that's about a tablespoon of thyme. It's dry thyme. And then what else? Oh, the red pepper. It's cayenne pepper. Alright. As well as that, I have some of these chili peppers that I get from Walmart. I'm going to put a couple of these in there. These are really hot. So I'm going to put 2 in there. I'm going to break them up so the seeds come out. Okay, make sure you wash your hands. I have some green seasoning. Green seasoning is something we make in the Caribbean, and you can see it on my channel. So I'm going to put those in there. 2 of those. I freeze them now. I used to put them in a jar in the refrigerator, but now I just freeze them into cubes and put them in a bag. Alright, so I just got my ham bone. This is my ham bone. It was a smoked spiral ham. So I'm going to put that, actually let me stir that first so the seasons can get dispersed a bit. Okay, and I'm going to put the ham bone in, and it barely fits, but it does fit. Alright, so now I'm going to put some water in there. So the beans are going to absorb a lot of water, so I'm going to put quite a bit of water in there because you don't want it to dry out. And I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes. Okay. Alright. So we're going to put our lid on. Where's the lid? And we're going to pressure cook this for 35 minutes. So make sure this is on seal, which it is. So I'm on the Instant Pot pressure cooker. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so while the beans are cooking, I'm going to cut up some onion and some garlic, and I'm going to saute it separately. And the reason I'm doing that is because the pressure cooker has a tendency to cook things to smithereens, to where they disintegrate. And I think it would be nice to see some of the seasonings, like the onion pieces in there. I'm going to cook that separately and add it to the beans once they're finished pressure cooking. So I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to saute this in some olive oil, along with some garlic. So that's half an onion. You can put, onion and garlic in there per your taste. We like a lot of garlic, so I'll put quite a bit in there. Okay, let's chop this up. Smush them like this and then take the skins off. And half the work is done for you as far as cutting it up. This is so tedious, peeling garlic. There's nothing like the taste of fresh garlic, but it's such a pain in the butt to cut it up. I just cannot stand taking these skin peels off. And I've yet to find an easy way to do it. So if you guys know of an easier way to do this, let me know, please. Alright, so let's chop this up. Okay, so that's ready, chopped up, so let's saute it. Okay, so frying pan's on. I'm going to let it heat up. I just rinsed it out, so it's got to dry up. And I'm going to let it get hot, and I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil in it, turn it down, and let these saute together. Okay, so you see it's smoking. So you want to heat up the pan first before you put your oil in, and that's what happened. I heated it up, then turned it down low. So right now I have it on 2. So I'm going to put my onion in. When you heat up the pan like that, it makes the steel pan non-stick, which is very beneficial. Versus if you just, you know, turn it on, put some oil in it, let it, and then just put your food in, then it's not non-stick. So I'm going to let the onion cook for a little bit. I'm going to turn it down to low, because the fire is pretty hot. And get my little spatula. Once the onions are almost cooked, I'm going to put the garlic in. And like I said, it's on low, so it's going to saute real low. And then we're just waiting for the black-eyed peas to finish. And we'll mix them together. We're going to have the black-eyed peas cook for a little bit. I'm going to add some ham into it, some smoked ham pieces that I have. Not off the bone, but the actual meat. So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to put these onions and garlic in there also. Okay, so I have been waiting for this to quick release for 22 minutes now, and I don't have time to keep waiting on it, so I'm going to release it. I always put this on top of it because I don't like the fumes going in the air. You put a towel on top so it absorbs the whatever fluid comes out of there. Oh, it smells good. Okay, the button's gone down, so now I'm going to take it off. Open it with the opening away from you so the steam doesn't come in your face. And this is what it's looking like. Okay, it looks good. Okay, so I'm going to put the onions and garlic in there. And then I'm going to taste it. Just feel how soft these are. And they are soft. Alright, so I'm going to take a taste, see how the broth is, before I start doctoring it up. It's quite good. It doesn't need any salt. So now I am going to put this on saute. And the time is preset for 30 minutes. So I'm going to take the ham bone out and pick off any meat on it. Ooh, it's hot. I'm going to pick off any meat and put it back in there. And I also have some ham. That came off that bone, so I'm going to put that in there too. So this ham is cooked, which is why I didn't put it in the pressure cooker when it was, you know, cooking. And the beans are cooking. Just want some flavor now, so I'm going to put this in here. You want to taste some pieces of ham when you're eating your beans, or peas rather. So a lot of flavor is going to come out of this meat. And what was that? It is salty. There's a piece of skin there, I don't want that. So I'm just breaking it up, putting it in, get that flavor. This is going to be so good. There's nothing like that smoked flavor in black eyed peas, or any kind of beans really, makes it taste really good. I'm smashing some of these peas because I want a thick gravy, and that's how you do that. Just smash some of them. You can just hit them on the bottom or hit them against the edge of the pot, and as it cooks it's going to thicken up. Alright, let me taste it now. Oh my God, it's good. Alright, so I'm going to finish picking off the meat off this ham bone and putting it in there. I'll be back. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to chop up some kale and put in there. This is thoroughly washed kale. I said, you know, kale really has no taste. Make the peas a lot more nutritious. So I'm going to chop some up really small, and I'm going to put them in there. My black eyed peas as a twist. Of course, you don't have to put kale in there, or any vegetables. Most people don't. But I just thought to do this right now. Make it a bit more nutritious. Put it in my frying pan that had the onions and garlic. I'm going to make some cornbread to go with this, and a little bit of rice. I think that would be a good combination. I love kale. It's so dense in nutrition. So good for you. I like it just as much as I like spinach. I like spinach because it doesn't really taste like anything, and I feel the same way about the kale. See, I don't like the colour of that. And then if the peas end up being a little salty after I put that, you know, smoked some meat in there, this will help to deflect from that. So I'm going to finish cutting this up, and then I'm going to put it in the pot that's simmering. Okay, so after sauteing for about 20 minutes, this is what we're looking like now. This, it tastes so good. Where's the bone in there? I need to take that out. And as you can see, the greens have really shriveled down to nothing, and it just makes it look pretty too. Oops, it's getting all steamed up. Okay, and here's your little bit. Put some in a bowl so you can see what it actually looks like, and it tastes so good. It's delicious.